Action News 5's special coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship is sponsored by America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Hello from TPC Southwind and the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Competition is underway right now on a sweltering first day of the 2024 FedEx Cup playoffs. A bird's eye view of the beautiful grounds here at Southwind as we kick off our team coverage this afternoon. And we're coming to you live with all the excitement built around this tournament, the fans, the players, the charity. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Joe Burke.
And I'm Joy Redmond. 70 of the top golfers in the world right here in Memphis for a 4-day tournament that could make or break the rest of the season. But that's not the only impact delivered by this competition. Memphis, yes, is the star attraction this week. And y'all, the party just getting started.
It's a party with a purpose, and we're joined now by our sports director, Doc Holliday. We're going to talk about the Heat a little later, Doc, but right now let's talk about teeing up this event. The PGA Tour is here in force, and this is a major event.
Not only is it major, Joe, when you talk about big-time events in golf and in sports, this is a big-time event. 70 of the top golfers in the world, 3-10, right here at TPC Southwind to compete in the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Now, this is how it works. The FedEx St. Jude Championship is the first event of the 2024 FedEx Cup playoffs. 4 days of golfers hoping, not to say 4, as they not only compete for that nearly $4 million first place check, they want the 2,000 FedEx Cup points that comes with it. Now, these points extremely important because the golfer with the most points after the first 2 postseason events, which starts this weekend right here at TPC Southwind, the FedEx St. Jude Championship, then goes over to the BMW Championship in Colorado. Next week, they go into the Tour Championship. The most points after those first 2, 10 under par. So today's event, FedEx St. Jude Championship, extremely important because after that Tour Championship, you get to put that FedEx Cup crown on.
Absolutely. Now, the cream of the crop is here. Let's talk about some of the big names that are here.
Well, nearly every big name on the PGA Tour and in golf is here today, including my man who might as well go home and give him the crown because the regular season he put that crown on. That's my guy, the FedEx Cup money leader and the FedEx Cup points leader, Scotty Scheffler. Now, Scheffler, who has 6 wins on the PGA Tour this season, including he won the Players Championship. He also won the Masters, trying to win that FedEx St. Jude Championship this weekend. As dominant as Scotty Scheffler has been his entire career and this year, he's never won in Big Memphis, but he's off to a good start today because I think when I came out here, Scheffler was like 2 shots off the lead and had about 6 holes to go.
Started out like a house on fire.
Yeah, really. Scheffler getting golfy, Doc, as you talked about. So all these big names are dropping. Well, with big names, big money's coming, right? How much money?
Almost getting paid as much as Joe Burke gets paid, but just
that's some bread.
Not as much. But the first place winner gets a $3.6 million first place check, and that comes out my math. I went to Fairleigh and the University of Memphis. That's $900,000 a day. That's if you win. That's for first place. Second place gets $2.1 million. Third place gets $1.3. Each golfer is guaranteed to make at least $40,000. And you know why they're able to pay out so much money? Because the purse is $20 million.
How about that?
Wow.
Incredible.
That's some big money indeed.
All right, let's talk about the Heat. August in Memphis can be brutal. We knew this was going to happen once the FedEx Cup moved to August.
That's right. So the Heat obviously is impacting your favorite anchor team here, but it's impacting the players and all the folks who came out to see them as well. So if you're going to come out and join us, please come prepared and stay hydrated.
That's right. Let's go to Ron Childers, our chief meteorologist, with the very latest on our Heat.
Yeah, let's talk about it, you guys. We're found a little bit of shade. We're right here at the clubhouse at the TPC at Southwind. And, of course, I had to find another weatherman hanging out. And with me again, back again this year, we got Stuart Williams, the meteorologist for the PGA. It's a little warm out here, huh?
Man, Memphis weather, what else to expect when we come here? You know, we couldn't have been here last week, right?
No, that was the best week ever, and that's what we were all saying as well. I brought a little handy-dandy thermometer with me here, Stuart. Check this out. We are at 92 degrees in the shade, and there's a fan blowing over us. But you got the latest op from the National Weather Service.
98 with a heat index of 110, so it's hot.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's a first alert weather day due to that heat index. And I tell you what, it gets to around 110 and above. It's really difficult for your body to cool itself. And, that was one of the things you and I were talking about before we hit the air. It's the heat with this tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always the heat. We do have our thunderstorm chances every now and then, especially like last year we got hit a couple times. But, really it's definitely the heat. And boy, does it take a toll on those caddies, carrying that 50-pound bag around this golf course.
Yeah.
So,
and Stuart, you've been doing this now for about 30 years, traveling around with the PGA, coming to tournaments. You've been coming to Memphis for years now. The big question I have for you, is this the hottest tournament on the tour?
Yeah, I think this is one of the hottest we deal with because, the typically hot places you think about, Arizona and all that, we're there in the wintertime.
Yeah.
So we're right here in dead, August, middle of the heat dome, and this is definitely one of the hottest tournaments we've.
And it's not just the heat that we have to contend with, but it is also the potential for pop-up thunderstorms too.
Yeah, absolutely. So about everywhere we go in the summertime, there's that thunderstorm potential. So that's not out in the ordinary. But when you start getting heat indexes of 110, it definitely. It's an eye-opener.
Yeah, that's when it makes it brutal. Well, look, we're going to let you get back inside in some AC and get back to it because that's what the players want to know about is the temperature and that heat index because that really does impact play. We're also going to be bringing you a taste of what else is going on out here, and we're going to find some AC as well. I think you guys are going to like that, so stick around. We've got more great stuff to show you from the TPC here at Southwind. Stuart, thanks for taking time out of your day to talk to us this afternoon. Joy, Joe, back to you guys.
All right, Ron, thanks so much. So listen, Joe, here's the deal, right? This setup that we're in, it is really built around fans and not the ones that we wish had blowing on us right now.
That's
Actual
right.
people fans.
That's right, people fans. They have some great interactive spaces for families. Matt Infield is out in one of the brand new fun zones this year, the Fan Zone at the Bluff at 14. And Matt, tell us about it.
All right, Joe. So 14 is absolutely the place to watch this golf tournament. A ton of people out here having fun. I'm going to hit on those details in a little bit, but hey, we're going to crown a winner here on Sunday. Right now, I've got a winner from last night. Memphis 901 FC head coach Stephen Glass, less than 24 hours removed from a dominant 5-1 win at Miami FC. Stephen, great to see you. First and foremost, it's really hot here today. No, you weren't playing last night. How does it compare to that Vice City heat?
It feels a little bit more humid here today for sure, but nice to be here, nice to be part of the tournament and on the back of a win as well, so a great day.
Now, obviously, you are a Scotsman. I know you've got your eye on some Scotsmen today. You're kind of following around. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I was following Robert McIntyre around a little bit, my wife. He's at -1 when he passed through 16, so hopefully he's finished off a little bit strong. We'll check that a little bit later on.
I know you guys have really made a concerted effort this year to get out in the community, show your faces, and kind of come to events like this. How much do you enjoy it, and how much fun is that?
Yeah, I enjoy it, the players enjoy it, and all the staff do. Being part of the community is really important to us. A lot of the stuff that we do goes unseen, but when it's seen, it's obviously fantastic. But to be part of it and maybe attract some people to come and watch us as well is obviously the aim. We've got another home game Saturday night, so it'd be brilliant if the boys can get a little bit of backing. They deserve it. They've responded every time they've had it as well. So yeah, the community works brilliant for us all.
And you are part of a professional sports team. You know what it takes to compete at the highest level. What's it like for you when you're out here watching guys in a completely different discipline, something you're probably not as familiar with, perform at the highest level?
It's stress-free. It's I can come and I can enjoy it, watch the people that are the best in the world doing what they do, and it's nice to see. I try and play a little bit of golf myself, not to this level, anywhere near it, but it lets you strive for something. And again, it's just great to be around people like that and at the top of their field.
Real quick, how's your game?
All right, 5 handicaps, so not too bad.
Okay. All right, Stephen Glass, 901 FC hosting FC Tulsa on Saturday night, coming off a big-time win last night. Stephen, thanks for your time. We look forward to watching you guys Saturday night. Like I said, 14 is the place to be. We're going to have more coming up from here in just a few minutes. But for now, guys, back to you.
All right, Matt, we appreciate you. Listen, we've got a very special guest with us now. This is the man behind all the magic at this stop on the PGA Tour. Let's give it for Joe Tomek, Executive Director of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Joe, thanks for hanging out with us. I want to get right to this. We've got these golfers here in the 901. How important was it for you to get the Memphis part of this tourney right?
I think that's the part that we focused a lot on this year. This is our city broadcast around the world. 67 million people watched our city host the FedEx Cup playoffs right here last year. Let's keep blowing it out even bigger, and we want to make sure it's really authentic to our city.
And we have one of the world-class charities in the world to support with St. Jude Children's Research.
It makes it more than a sporting event. Yeah.
Right.
It's an incredible mission that gives me and my team, and even the golfers who really lean in and buy in to make it more than just about the birdies and bogeys out here. It's about the money we raise and the awareness that we can generate.
You know, I had the privilege of going to #1 when Scotty Scheffler, the #1 leader on the FedEx Cup playoffs, and Xander Schauffele, who are playing together, teed off this afternoon at 12:45. And I got to tell you, I was standing there. I said, "Is this surreal? Can I believe this is happening in Memphis, Tennessee?" I mean, it is a little surreal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal for our city to have this big of a tournament here in our hometown in our 67th year of professional golf in Memphis. And the crowds are out. We're really excited to have them, and we can't wait for a great weekend.
We're so glad you're here, Joe. We've got a wrap right now, but you and I were teasing earlier. We were in the very air-conditioned media center. This is all the work that Joe does out of the whole year, right? After this, you just kick back? No. Of course, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. Already excited for the next tournament. We appreciate you for being here with us.
Awesome. Great to be here. Always great to have you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for your hospitality. We're thrilled to be here. Very exciting. This is just a great week. All right. So thank you so much, Joe Tomek, Executive Director, the FedEx St. Jude Championship. There's much more to show you. Up next, the star.